Hello and welcome back to the next episode of our Starfield Let's Play adventure. In the last episode, a bunch of crazy things went down. Got hunted by a hunter from the Starborn conglomeration or whatever the heck they are. And now we need to come over here and find out a little bit more about Unity from, I guess it's a church here on New Atlantis. Are you a Varun?
Keeper Aquilus, can we have a moment?
Oh, Mateo. It's been too long. How are your parents? Your mother still struggling with that azalea garden?
No, she figured that out a while ago. Had to adjust the pH levels in the soil.
He wears the same hat, though.
But, Keeper, I didn't come to catch up.
Oh. Well, what's on both your minds?
You're not Varun. This is all you, Mateo, yeah.
Keeper, we were hoping to talk to you about Unity.
You want to subject your friend here to one of our talks, Mateo? The future of humanity is always a long discussion.
That's okay. I can do long.
No, that's not exactly what I meant. Keeper, when you talk about Unity, well, does it mean anything else? Something secret?
Perhaps you should talk about this inside.
Perhaps we should. Oh, interesting. I didn't even know this place was over here. I mean, I've looked around over here quite a bit, running through looking for different places, but I've actually never walked all the way over here to find out that if this was anything important. Interesting. It doesn't look like a chapel or a church or whatever you want to call it from the outside. And you want me to sit down? Sure, why not? In my funky hat.
Well, now that we have a little privacy, why don't you tell me exactly what it is that brought you two here?
Well, I guess it started with the discovery of these anomalies, the artifacts.
They're like nothing we've ever seen, Keeper. Gravitational distortion, sub-audio harmonic sequencing, unidentifiable energy fluctuations.
I caught half of that. So, these things are unusual? Even in your experience?
Yeah, very unusual.
There have always been mysteries that seem to defy our understanding of the universe. Beyond rational thought.
Well, that's a
We
given.
enter life as an act of someone else's faith in us. There's no way of knowing who we will become, and yet the risk is made anyway.
We're not here to discuss that today.
You've pushed into the unknown, not knowing where it would take you. And it's brought you here.
Well, it's brought me somewhere. We know it's a stretch, but we hope you can help us.
I think I can. If you're willing to find your way in the dark for a bit longer, I can give you a path to discovering its meaning.
I
There's
don't
an
mind
old
wandering in the
story,
dark.
far older than the Sanctum Universum, of someone who walked the settled systems and saw every corner of it.
Really?
This pilgrim claimed he found the true meaning of unity. I always thought of it as just a parable for trying to bring humanity together, but maybe it's
Maybe it
more.
is. Well, let's hear the story then. There must be more to it.
In my story, the pilgrim met the founders of the House of Enlightenment and the enigmatic cult of the Varun. And he gave them each a part of the truth. Then he goes to his final resting place to live out the rest of his days in contemplation of infinitum addendum, his addition or contribution to the infinite. But what if the story isn't a metaphor, but a code, a way of finding the pilgrim again, or at least his grave?
Infinite addendum. That's an odd saying. Very specific.
Yes, something must be there. I just can't put my finger on it. Maybe the answer will become clear when we have more. The House of Enlightenment and Varun
Have versions of the story. So talking to House Varun seems like a mistake. They are dangerous, but well, if you've already talked to them, why send me?
Because I wasn't looking to find unity in the same sense you are. A fresh set of eyes might reveal the truth.
I suppose it will. I mean, talking to House Varun could be a mistake, but some of them are reasonable. I'll go talk to
The
them.
enlightened work out of the well here in New Atlantis, helping the poorest citizens find a better life for themselves. Varun worshippers are more enigmatic, but there is a lone zealot that was captured recently for attacking UC ships.
Okay.
I visited her a couple of times. Hopefully she'll be willing to
One of
talk
the
to
zealots.
you as well.
I'll stay here with the keeper.
All right.
We need to catch up. And I wouldn't mind asking him a few more questions.
No problem, Mateo. I'm gonna go ahead and get up. Interesting. So, one of the zealots from House Varun, huh? Okay. I wasn't expecting that. I was kind of hoping it was the ambassador to House Varun, because I quite liked him. I'd actually wouldn't mind talking to him again. I quite enjoyed going through his little area and everything. That is to the prisoner. I'd actually kind of like to do that and talk to the prisoner first, and then we can make our way over to the well.
House Varun.
This just seems more fun.
I don't know much about them. I think that's how they like it.
Well, no, they don't want a lot of people to know about them, but I find them quite interesting. The zealots are a little bit of a pain to deal with, but at least the one non-zealot we've met has been quite nice. I quite liked him. Ah, is it our good friend? No, I don't get to talk with him. I have done quite a bit of work for him, but apparently on this occasion I don't get to talk to him. That's kind of sad. Oh, please don't whistle, sir. Ma'am, may I speak with you?
A visitor? I have all the company I need.
I'm sure. I know you talked to Keeper Aquilus about the Varun faith.
He knows not the truth. He sends another to ask more incessant questions.
Well, no, I have different
I never can
questions
make
to
heads or
ask.
tails of these guys.
I know,
The
it'll be
great
alright, Sam.
serpent waits in the shadows. He will entwine the universe, and all but the faithful will be made as dust. That is the truth. No more, no less.
That is your version of the truth. Well, the Keeper spoke of a pilgrim. I would like to know more about him.
It would be really helpful if you told us about it. If that even matters in the slightest to you.
Yes, I have spoken to your keeper about this. I will tell you what I told him, and then you will leave me. Jinan Varun meets the unbeliever. He gives false prophecy to Jinan. But such is Jinan's conviction in the Great Serpent, he does not hesitate. He cuts the unbeliever down. But the unbeliever returns. Jinan realizes the Great Serpent is testing him, and he will not be found wanting. 4 times they fight. Over 120 rotations of the planet they are on. Remember these 4 battles, Jinan, the unbeliever says. Remember these 120 rotations. But Jinan knows this is blasphemy, and delivers the killing blow. That is all.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Well, I'd like to know more about the meaning of the word unity.
I have heard of no such thing. If it exists, it is a shadow that the Great Serpent casts to deceive the faithless.
Alright. I think I understand.
Then we are done. Leave me.
You got time for a quick chat? I'd
Interesting.
appreciate it when you're able.
So,
You didn't hear this from me, but those Ecliptic mercenaries? The factions use them sometimes. Freestar Collective and UC both. It's why they give them a wide berth. Ask me, those murdering assholes should
I
be
agree
blasted
with
into
you.
space dust.
Alright, did you want something, Sam?
Ever since we've started being a couple,
Oh, yeah.
things have been going well. Like, really well.
Do we have to do this
But
right
at
now?
a certain point, Cora, we gotta make sure Cora's all right with this.
You haven't told her already?
I keep meaning to, and you know, there's just never the right time. All right, I keep checking out about it. You got me.
I
I'm just
got
so
ya.
damn happy. It's hard to rock the boat.
Well, I think things are going well, too.
Right. Sorry, you know you play hell with my attention span sometimes. But it's not just about you and me. It's about my daughter, too.
Yeah, I know.
I'm not sure how much you've talked with Cora, but I think you should.
Okay.
Hey, if you're happy with what we have right now, you don't have to. But if we get much more serious, I need to know Cora's on board.
A time with Cora. Okay, sure.
Don't worry about it. She doesn't bite.
I've talked to
well,
Cora
not
before.
anymore.
She's quite adorable.
I got some stuff on my mind. We need the time.
You got stuff on
There
my
needs
mind.
to be a bigger word than thanks. More than gratitude. And whatever that word is, I feel that way towards you.
Okay.
I'd be dead. Flat out dead if it weren't for you.
I guess I'm just glad as heck I didn't lose you both.
You and me both. Truly. I gotta ask. Why me? It was an impossible situation. And if it's wrong to ask, sorry, but it's gonna keep me up at night.
I was
Sarah Morgan
here.
was our leader.
I
She
know.
held everything together. I just don't know if I'd pick me over her.
You know what? I think you need to give yourself more credit. You're the heart of Constellation.
Wow, it's speechless. Words. For my sake. For Cora's sake. Thank you. How are you holding up? Are you okay?
I'm fine. You know, I think I'm just all numb from
I
it.
don't blame you. That Hunter bastard's gotta pay. Pay big time. I don't care if he's starborn and indestructible. We need to figure out a way to take him down. Nobody messes with my family like that.
Well, you know, I think we still don't know the rules of the game that the Starborn are playing.
It's time to show them that we ain't just worthless chips on the table. I just want you to know, I'm here for you.
Thank you, Sam.
The only way we're gonna get through this is if we all lean on each other.
Exactly. Alright, well, we had the obligatory talk after the battle. Anyways, back to her. So when the I think that guy was the Starborn, the Pilgrim. Had to be a Starborn, right? And he tried to preach the truth to the Varun, and the Varun didn't believe in him or believe in his teachings. They thought they were
I'm surprised I've yet
heretical.
to see the inside of the security office.
Yeah,
Here's all
well,
this
they've
street
cleaned up
continues.
the place, yeah. They cleaned up the place really quick, and now we need to head over to the well. Very interesting way this quest is going. Yeah, I decided to go ahead and romance Sam in between the episodes. It was just a little conversation, nothing major. Wanted to see where that went, since I haven't really seen anybody, or I haven't watched any Let's Plays or anything, with any much story content or stuff, because I've been trying to keep myself blind so I can be surprised when I go through all of this for the first time. So I've not seen any of the romances, so I thought, well, you know, Sam was more viable than Barrett. I like Barrett. I don't know, he kind of rubbed me the wrong way after he got mad at me, and I put my distance between me and him. I still like Barrett, though. He's quite fun. And you, sir, I need to speak with you.
To the House of Enlightenment. If it's about the financial or food assistance programs, we are backlogged. Don't worry, we're doing everything.
Was there anything I can do to help?
Oh, you're not. Sorry. Can I help you?
Yeah, Keeper Aquila sent me. I need to talk to you about the Pilgrim.
It's actually important, as strange as that may seem.
Listen, I've talked about this with him a ton of times, and there's no record of a Unity Pilgrim, but since you both insist, our early records are mostly administrative. Humanitarian projects, group counseling notes, charity expenditures. But there is a series of exchanges the founding members recorded in a lot of detail. It's the closest thing I have to what Aquilus is describing.
You've talked about this with the Keeper before.
Yeah, I mean, he's always going on about trying to bring people of all beliefs together. Really wants there to be some shared story or origin.
Well, maybe there is.
I like the Keeper, but belief is the problem, okay? We don't need a shared narrative or theology. We need to help each other in practical terms.
Well, let me hear it.
A man walks into the first House of Enlightenment. The founding members just call him the Drifter. So they think he's a charity case at first, but no, the Drifter asks them a bunch of questions. If your philosophy is built on an individual's own morality, what about the second person? That second person might disagree. Isn't the problem of two what you're really looking for? And the founders respond, each individual must understand how the second person lifts them up. All of human effort is a story of cooperation pushing us forward. And it kind of goes on like that. He comes back every week for a year. Same conversation every time. Second person this, the problem of do that.
What did they mean? Each individual must understand how the second person lifts them
It's
up.
part of our core principles. There's no God pushing us to do good for some eternal reward. We have to help each other because we choose to. If no one takes responsibility for making the settled systems better, then we're just leaving it to the tyrants to bully the rest of us.
Did you ever think that maybe there's a hidden message in what he was saying?
Honestly, I think the founding members made it all up. There was a little more hesitation being openly atheist in the early days. I think they were experimenting with writing their own scripture. Fortunately, that got abandoned pretty quick. After the records of the Drifter end, you never see anything like it again.
Well, can you tell me anything else about Unity, what it might mean?
Besides what the Keeper would say about it? Sounds like a gathering point, or a center. Or in mathematics it would mean one, like the one, the first or the beginning.
Thank you. You've definitely given me a lot to think about.
Always happy to help. If you'll excuse me, I've got a lot of aid efforts to coordinate.
Yeah, no problem. Okay, so I need to return to the Keeper. Maybe he can help me kind of sort everything out in my head of what all this might mean. It's interesting how this pilgrim presented himself to everybody, right? He kind of made himself fit the person he was speaking to or the people he was talking to. Can I not interact with that? No. Alright, well, I'll figure out how to get back up to him since that door doesn't seem to be working for me. Very interesting indeed. Very, very interesting. Alright, dude, I'm back.
Oh, you're back.
Yeah.
What did you learn?
I learned some
Was
interesting
there
things.
something hidden in their stories, like we thought?
Okay, well, first of all, let's start off with the Enlightened. Their story uses the word second and two.
Planets are often named by number. That second might mean the second planet in the system.
It could also mean
What
many
else
other
did you learn?
things. Well, I learned that the Zealot said that Jin fought 4 times over 121 days.
If there really is a location the Pilgrim wanted us to find, those do sound awfully like coordinates. Was there anything else?
4 and 21, 120, 120, 4 times 120. In the story, the Pilgrim contemplates the addendum. That must mean something.
Yes. What he added to infinity. Maybe that points to a name. If we're looking for his resting place, we'd need to know the name of the star system, wouldn't we?
Very true.
Let's see. We have something that could be coordinates.
Could be, but could be anything else too.
Something that could point to a planet in the system. But what's the name of the system? Infinitum addendum. What if we break down the parts? No systems named finite or add. That just leaves in and dumb. Well, that's certainly how I feel.
Indum, that's the name of the star system?
Yes, that's it. The second planet in Indum, at 4 and 120. That's where you'll find the Pilgrim's resting place. And from there, maybe you'll find the true meaning of unity. Before you go, you've now spoken to many different perspectives in our universe. In a way, you'll be carrying their philosophies with you on this journey.
I suppose you could say that.
I know you're looking for a specific unity, but if you had to guess what it was,
what interpretation
what
would I give it?
interpretation would you give it?
Oh, dang. That's very hard to answer. The answers I'm being given seem to go down each path, right? This would be the atheist. This would be his, and this would be Va'ruun. None of these fit how I would answer this.
Was there something more on your mind?
I guess there's something out there bringing everything together.
But what makes something like that holy? Gravity is also a force that brings things together. Should that be sanctified?
No, that's just a natural force. Unity is something greater.
It is one of the great contradictions of belief. We feel the presence of something out there, but we insist that it is also everywhere. So you think this word unity describes that divine unknowableness that the Pilgrim searched for?
This guy's really hard to follow. Can we just get a straight answer?
Well, I won't keep you any longer. This has been fun, I have to admit. Go, find your truth.
Right. I didn't like those answers there at the end. I don't think that would be how I would answer it, so I would have to sit and think about everything, I think, to be able to form an opinion on it or an answer on it. It's interesting what they're trying to ask you to do here. Anyways, let's go ahead and find this Indum solar system, I guess, and figure out where the Pilgrim's final resting place is. Though, if he was a Starborn, is it really going to be a resting place? Isn't it just going to be another artifact or something else? I guess we'll find out when we get there. You come in, Sam. Sam's a little slow in getting around, but he gets there eventually. He's got his cardio he needs to work on. He's not been taking care of his stair stepper. Well, here we go. We are go to Pilgrim's Rest. Okay. Pilgrim's Rest. Let's go ahead and scan the planet. Have I been here before? No, I guess I would have been like here, right? Yeah, let's go ahead and land. I don't know. I find this all very interesting, this whole quest line. It's a very barren yet cool looking planet. It kind of looks like we're out in the desert. Yeah, it even feels like sand or sounds like sand under my feet. I kind of actually like this. I wonder if we could make I honestly don't think I would mind making an outpost here. there is like uranium here and stuff. So there are resources we could gather. I've not done any of the planet stuff. Can I scan you? Yeah. They're kind of cute. Yeah, I'm getting them, dude. Just work with me here. What are those? I have no clue. A hunting trap maw. Oh, lovely. That's Pilgrim's Rest over there. What do we got? Another life sign all the way out there. Yeah. These planets are very fun to explore. I have done just a little bit of exploration in between when I get the chance, but not as much as I would really like to. Yeah, yeah, that's not gonna happen. You just stay over there. You live your little level 35 life over in that direction. I am heading here, I think. Is this my, no, Pilgrim's Rest, yeah, right over in here. Okie day. I didn't notice that, though. Sure, you can keep your reactive gauge. Is there actually anybody here, or this is just where he ended up? This was his coordinates that we just magically know, and how has it not been taken over? Interesting. Let's start, I guess, in here. It looks like... Alright, here we go. Pilgrim's Writing number 4. I'd like to pick them up in order. That one's number 3. Let's pick them up in order. And we'll start over here. Is this 1 or is that's number 2? Whoa. I don't know what that was. I've got those 2. I don't see Pilgrim Writing number 1 though. Okay. Well, we'll start with number 2. Yeah, I only see 3 on the mini-map too. So here's the crux of my trouble. Accomplishing anything. I need to work with other people. I need assistance. I need workers. I need hands. As we work together, they inevitably ask questions and I can never help talking. It starts innocently enough. They want to understand how someone who believes in science can also believe in the divine. Or they have their own misunderstanding installed by some borderline religious remnant. My weakness is my inability to let alone. I want them to understand, so I try, gently as I might, to nudge their minds along the right path. Then there are follow-ups and followings. The trouble is that I generally care for these people. It would be so much easier if I didn't. Okay. So it could still be a Starborn, right? Who's trying to encourage people into what? His way of thinking? The real way of thinking? I don't know. Is there really a real way of thinking? I don't know. I think that's all something we have to decide for ourselves, right? Anyways, let's get into, oh, no, I didn't want number 4. I will read that one here in a minute. Let me grab number 3. Today, in a soft voice, my assistant asked me if there was anything above the Unity. It was all I could do to keep from shouting that I could scarcely comprehend the misunderstanding that would lead to such a question. It was asked honestly, and I answered as best I could. But if even my closest confidant here can fail to grasp the most basic of these truths, why am I bothering to explain any of it to any of them? Every word that drops from my mouth gets gobbled up, misheard, misremembered, misunderstood, and mistranslated before I can issue the slightest clarification. People are necessary, but people are madness. I attempted to withdraw, to go off alone, to commune with Unity in my own way. They followed. Of course, they followed. At last, a bit of peace, a piece of peace. Is that anything? Is that funny? Why am I trying to be funny? Have they driven me mad at last? Is there a difference between writing to myself and talking to myself? The former certainly seems more acceptable than the latter. I recall again that my mind is my own, and that even if only it exists, that is sufficient for me to believe in everything else. In everything else. The unity has restored me once more. This time I act alone for now. Myself is a formidable opponent. I should have expected as much, but vanity is, thankfully, not among my vices. Regardless, it turns out that time spent in solitude is, in my case, time with a very sick man, or whatever it is I have become. I don't like this person. Interesting. Okay. I still feel like I'm missing something here. Search for clues on Unity. I probably do need, like the first book, right? Yeah, it's not going to be anything over there. There has to be a first book somewhere. Can we go inside here? Yeah, I've not been in. Wow, that is very, very bright. And is this person even still alive? Oh, here we go. Pilgrim 1. Dang it. Kind of wish I had found this one first. The credulous simplicity of mundane humans never ceases to amaze me. My worst instincts, the evil spirit, draw me towards a form of contempt for them. But I remember that I am privy to that which they are not. I cannot and should not judge them for a lack of vision, when I know very well the blinders which obscure their sight. I once wore them myself. After all, I hope for their sake that they may some day understand, but for my sake I wish to be left alone. Interesting, so he doesn't like humans. Or he disdained them? I don't know. It's interesting. Stop picking things up. Do we need to pick things up? I don't know. I do, though. Access the locked room. And this is my... Yeah, requires the computer. Oh, Pilgrim Writing number 5. I find myself thinking about his various paths and my possible futures. I am imagining continuing on the road, acquiring more power, more knowledge, more development of myself. I imagine passing through once more to another world to begin the process anew. What is notable here, that road does seem gratifying. Every step is one of intricate reward, and I feel myself anticipating the pleasures and seeing a more contented version of myself in that future. Then, for the sake of considering all possibilities, I imagine if I took a different path, if I stopped running, stopped seeking to gather my own power, if I instead embraced the twinges of compassion I feel in my heart, and let myself care for the people who seem to gather about me wherever I try to work, if I simply lived and taught and perhaps brought others to the light and died, that road also seems gratifying. I also see a contented version of myself in that future. Here is the difference, though. When I stop thinking about the glories I could achieve for myself, the pleasure fades nearly immediately. When I stop thinking about staying and building something, the feeling endures. There is something more sustaining about it, more fulfilling. I don't know what this difference signifies, but I am grateful for the time I've taken to notice it. Here's the difference, though, when I stop thinking about the glories I could achieve. So it seems like he only continued getting pleasure from what he was doing by helping others, instead of, I guess, trying to deal with his own self. Yeah, let's... Oh. If you came seeking the right answers, you will know the question to ask. What is the unity? I return your question with the question, if you have read my writings, what is the burden of people? People are necessary, but people are madness. Who is your most formidable opponent? Myself. Where does enduring contempt come from? In stopping and embracing compassion. You came here seeking the true meaning of unity. If you wish to find it, there is one final piece of myself in the next room. I found my own answer a long time ago, but not in the way I was expecting. I hope your journey gives you the truth. Oh, okay. Interesting. So he's gone then. Okay. Well, I'm gonna do what I do, right? Trackers, primer number 2, permanently increase ballistic weapon damage. Yes, please. Thank you. I will definitely take that. And it seems like we do have one more, what is that? Oh god, something heavy. We do have one more writing here. Let's go ahead and, read the final writing. I don't know what the correct answer is. I might never. Increasingly, though, I am comfortable with not knowing. The more I reflect on being here in this world, in this time, the more I think it is precisely where I need to be. This time will be different. It won't be about me, so I won't have to run. I can actually build something with intent instead of scrambling to fix something that others create in my name. It can be something beneficial. I can be something beneficial. I'm leaving behind that other person. This world has no place for him. Let him die. Let me live to enlighten the blessed universe before me. You have found the end of my journey, but to know everything you must find its beginning. On Hyla 2, the island hides the scorpion, and the scorpion's sting hides the truth. Find the scorpion's sting on Hyla 2. Okay. Is that back to... It's back to my ship, isn't it? Interesting. I wonder if you can build, like, an outpost around places like this, or if it's because it's a quest location, you can't put one down. Like, I've never even considered starting one of them. I don't know. It doesn't appeal to me. Like, in Fallout 4, I love the building. I've done quite a bit of building, that, you know, I thought was a lot of fun to do, and then I enjoyed it, and stuff, but I don't consider myself a builder in Fallout. I just have a few builds that I've showcased. I'm not like some of the channels that did, like, build after build after build, and they do incredible things with all the pieces. That's not me. I just tell stories. Weird stories, but stories. And in this, I don't have that desire to build outposts and stuff. I'm sure they are a lot of fun to do and to experiment and play around with. It just, I don't know. For some reason, it's not appealing to me this time. Oh, well. It's all good. I guess we are going to go ahead and head off into the next planet, though, and finish up, following the pilgrim, see where he ended up in the end, or finding, like, all the pieces of him, I suppose.
Greetings, pilot. This is Jiro Sugiyama, head of Paradiso Security. I apologize for coming over this emergency channel, but we are in need of assistance concerning the large ship in orbit, and we value discretion in this matter.
Dude, I don't really have time for this.
Please see me as soon as possible at the main security office in Paradiso.
Paradiso. Okay, I'll deal with that. That's first contact mission. Alright, that's fine. That's not what I'm doing right now. No, I don't want that. I want the, yeah, back over to here. I'm trying to, jump my way over here, right? Can we land there? Thank you. So weird. It's weird when you get stopped by other ships when you're out there traveling around.
I think I set up an outpost on a planet like this once.
Seems like a nice planet to drop in on. And that is my my destination. Looks like we have some life signs up there. Anything else around here? An occupied cave. How do I know that's occupied? Do I have magic eyes or something? Spiral bloom. I don't think I've ever found any of that before. Oh no, see, you got me off exploring and doing things that I shouldn't be doing. I need to be getting up there and doing the things I need to do, not looking around exploring the planet. Oh wow, look at that. That's really cool. I love his design. Oh, good gravy. Am I allowed to swim? Hey little buddy, you are really cool looking. I love your tail and your head design. That is very, very cool. Yeah, that looks like where I need to go. Hopefully this water is not toxic or anything. I say we kind of head down over to this point before we just jump in and take a little swim. I guess we're about to find out if we're allowed to swim. I don't know that I've done that on any of my adventures on the planets. Oh, this is gonna hurt. Yeah, well, yeah, it'll be fine. We just do what we can. Let me guess, there was probably a boat or something I could have taken. If not, is that a boat? No, I don't think that's a boat. We just do our best not to get... Yeah, there we go. We didn't do too bad. How you doing, Sam? I think Sam made it over. What was that? Oh, that was just a plant. I thought that maybe that was the boat or something. I didn't see any other way out there. Sam's fine. Look at him. He looks great. Never better. Yeah, we'll just scan that while I'm here. And this is not a temple, I hope. Or is it a temple? And are we going to be attacked while we're here? Because that seems to be the ongoing theme whenever I want to do something with these things. You are one of those. You gonna fight me? No? You're chill? Okay.
Oh, Vladimir would go nuts for this.
Oh, he would. So would Barrett, you're right. Barrett tends to like this kind of thing. Barrett would probably come in here and try to sweet talk the critters into joining him on the ship and telling them jokes. Hey, little buddies. How you doing? Mind if I just scan you real quick? Get a little information on you? Yeah, you shake your little bum. I like you guys. You guys are pretty cool. And what are we? 58? Come on. Nope. I guess I scanned you already. Alright, yeah, it's one of these things. What do you think, Sam? Oh, wait. Over here. Right here. Right there, yeah. Find this sting. Land on this tail. Interesting. Are you guys cool back there? You guys are cool. So... interesting. Go to the last star of the Scorpion constellation. Okay, so that was another star coordinate. We need to go... It kind of... Oh, okay. I get it now. Very cool. I think I've explored most of that. Can we just... Yeah, we can just make the jump there. This one's tricky. Oh, so the hunter is the pilgrim? Oh, what do you mean?
Oh, please. Did you think I couldn't have stronger. I wanted to see what you would do, and I haven't been disappointed.
Well, the Keeper sent me to find the true meaning of unity.
He did. Now it's all starting to make sense. You should come aboard. There's another Starborn here who is very interested in meeting you.
I can speak for myself. Constellation Ship, you weren't invited to this meeting, but much of our conversation has been about you. It's only fitting you should join us. I will personally guarantee your safety as long as you come in peace.
And think of it as a ceasefire meeting. Your one shot at getting those answers you must desperately want.
I don't know that I desperately want them. Ah, wow. I don't know. And who's the second Starborn? Yeah, who's the second Starborn that's guaranteeing my safety?
Let's just say they're very dedicated to stopping me from getting the artifacts. So if you don't trust me, well, they're your next best.
Oh god, no, I don't trust you at all.
I know your encounters with our kind have not been pleasant, but we are here to talk, and you deserve answers.
Okay. Alright, fine, I'll begin the docking procedure.
Good. See? We can all get along. For now.
We shall see. Interesting. Alright, let's go ahead and get over there and get docked with him. This is definitely taking a different turn of events than I expected it to. I'm not quite sure where this is heading, but I'm enjoying the ride so far. Such a cool ship. Retrieve waiting. Oh, my follower. Yeah, he wasn't allowed to come on. Oh, wow. This is very, very cool. Interesting.
Hello. Again.
Yeah, what do you want?
Do you remember the emissary, perhaps? And their ship, the Helix?
I do believe I remember the
I
Helix.
believe they ambushed you above Neon and
They did.
demanded that artifact you worked so hard to gain.
That they did.
Thank you for the stellar introduction. Your success is unprecedented. Before you came, we were just discussing how continued use of force against you is unwise.
Well, you know something? All I ever wanted to do was talk. You attacked us.
Yes, we did. We are not a monolithic people. The Starborn are individuals. Some are united in cause. Others are in it for themselves.
We are all in it for ourselves. Some of us are just more honest. The emissary threatened your ship, demanded you hand over your artifact. How is that so different from what I did?
We needed to warn you off. Every encounter with one of our kind could spell disaster.
For who?
For whom, exactly? I say whoever can collect them should.
That doesn't justify murder.
And who gets to say that? You? Me? The emissary? I have debated morality for near infinity, and all I have found are groups of people enforcing their will on others. Rules and laws spoken as principles, but backed by arms and violence.
Enough. We have more to discuss. The Unity. You are on the path to it. It is a place, a gateway. It is where we were reborn.
You really come a long way since the Welcome to Constellation speech, haven't you? I'm not who you think I am. This universe is only the first one you've been to. I've seen hundreds. Where I came from, I was the one who stayed at the lodge to protect the artifacts. You died on board the Eye while we held off the Hunter.
One of me, at least.
I collected the remaining artifacts, and they opened the way to the center of my universe, and the doorway to an infinite number of others. That is the Unity. When I stepped into it, I became a Starborn. It's how I've entered other worlds, including yours.
Alright. So the Unity is where the artifact... No. But both of you were trying to keep it from people.
I have to. This is bigger than all of us. All the artifacts are needed to complete the Armillary and open the way to the Unity. In every universe, the Starborn fight over them. Innocent people die. You've witnessed the power granted by the temples. The anarchy that can be unleashed. Someone has to decide who should get them.
Here it comes. The emissary tells you only the worthy should enter heaven.
You're twisting what I mean.
They're hypocrites. They use the chaos caused by the hunt for the artifacts to establish an order where they decide who's worthy. I attacked your lodge because I wanted the artifacts, and you held me off. You got away. That wasn't some morality play. You didn't survive because of righteousness. You won because of persistence, luck, and skill.
I won because I was protecting people.
I have done countless times.
I was also human once. But what does it matter who or what I was when eternity is within your grasp?
Oh, wow. So that's the Keeper. Oh, no. Wait a minute. You've been to the Unity multiple times. What does that mean?
It means I've seen thousands of universes, collected their artifacts, been to their temples. You have a small taste of their power, but it keeps going.
No, you're... You know, I don't think I'm anything like you.
You mean yet? Go through the Unity 1,000 times and you'll gain a better perspective. I have hopes for you. Higher hopes than the other members of Constellation. They all end up like the emissary.
You've never come this far. Not in all the universes I've seen. The path to the Unity is opening to you.
So I've done this
You're
before.
going to tip the scales one way or another. Better your hand be on one of our sides.
Wait, what? So I help one of you, we combine our artifacts into the Unity. I'm not helping someone who murdered my friend, and whatever war is going on between you two, I want no part of it. I think that is definitely the truth there.
You're already in it. With artifacts come Starborn searching for them, fighting over them. I want a truce between all three of us. Give you some time to think over which approach to the Unity is the one you want. Mine, or the Hunters.
Well, I don't want the Hunters.
Let's see how willing you are to live under someone else's rules. Just remember, one of us isn't trying to judge you.
You know, you're both judging me. Talk to the Hunter, leave the Scorpius. Wait. Whoa, hold on. I need to think this through a little bit. So is this can't be the end of the main quest, right? I don't think. I'm not sure. Like I said, I've never seen it. I don't like either option here. Can I read this? If I leave, I've spoken to the Starborn and learned that the Unity is a gateway to a parallel universes. I should ask any other questions I have before I leave. Okay. So, let's talk to them. I don't know here. I guess because this was Sarah, we'll start with
I'll tell you everything
her.
I can. I know we are not the same people we met in our universes. Still, it is...
Alright, well, what exactly is it?
When all the artifacts are assembled, the device they create is called the Armillary. In many ways, it's a model of the multiverse itself.
Makes sense.
You can reach the Unity, and from there, you can become Starborn.
Alright, well, who was I in your universe, and what was it like, or what was I like?
I never know who you are when I meet a new version, but so much of you stays the same. It's hard, but each universe is precious in its own way. Mine will never have its original you in it again, as yours won't have its real me.
So you try to protect the artifacts, keep them from being abused.
You've seen the terror the Hunter causes. Every time a Starborn goes through the Unity, they get more artifacts, find more temples, gain more power. We can't let more like him abuse these gifts to destroy whatever's in their way.
What happens when you enter the Unity?
It's not an easy experience to describe, but the Unity will speak to you. Offer you the chance to become Starborn. You will be leaving this universe behind to be reborn. Everything you were before will be gone. Maybe that's why it offers the choice. Compassion? Or is it testing us?
It's probably a test. Okay, so these were not aliens, they were humans that went through the Unity. Interesting. Alright, let's talk to the Hunter.
The emissary and their kind only want to control you.
Well, you called the emissary a hypocrite. Why?
They enter the Unity, take artifacts from others, employ force. All the things I do. I am many things, but I would never tell anyone what to do with their gifts. That is your decision, not someone else's. The emissary wants to become the judge of who gets to enter, but the Unity itself doesn't judge.
No, but it does test. Well, first of all, what is the Unity to you, and why kill for it?
Whoever created the artifacts and built those temples is playing a game with us. One whose prize is access to the center of all creation. There are no rules. Whoever gets all the pieces wins. And I've won. Over and over. I don't kill for the Unity. I find the easiest pathway to it.
But you mow over everybody who's in the middle of it. Why did you attack us?
I've simply found that it's the quickest way. Talking, forming alliances, waiting for the right moment to commit theft. It's all so tiresome. I'll admit, you getting away has been the most interesting thing to happen in quite some time. As soon as I realized what had happened, I knew I needed to wait until this meeting with the emissary to decide what to do about you.
You had this meeting because of me.
No, we always end up having this meeting at this time. But it's the usual affair. Can we make peace? No. Oh, how tragic. Honestly, I was beginning to wonder why I kept attending. And it's a bad habit I started a long time ago. Perhaps Perhaps I just like meeting the emissary to
Maybe.
gloat. But you have provided something quite new to talk about. Maybe you're a random die roll. Or maybe the Unity is finally responding to all my hard work.
Somehow I doubt that. Well, after you attacked the lodge, you let me go. Why?
To see what would happen, of course. You might not understand just how many times I've done this. Usually, you're the one who ends up dead, and whoever cries over your body goes on to become the emissary. Sometimes I manage to get you all bunched up and take care of the problem in one go. Sometimes the emissary has gotten to me first, and I never arrive. Hundreds and hundreds of variations of me, packing through Constellation. And it's almost never you. You making it to your ship on your own. It's new. I took it as a sign. I don't get many of those anymore.
Okay. Alright, so I just need to leave here. Right? Yeah, I think we,
Before you leave, I want to give you something. A way to another artifact, but also a lesson in how dangerous they can be. Seek the moon of Old Earth. There are secrets there you must discover for yourself. Here. To open the way.
you know what? Yeah, you guys sure like your you must see for yourself nonsense.
I do not always know if you are a person I should be helping. Forgive me. I have also found that advice is a poor substitute for experience. I ask you again. Go to Earth's moon. You should also talk to your colleagues in Constellation. I am sure they have gathered more information on the remaining artifacts in the fringes of space. Part of me wonders what they will all say about what you have learned. But I will leave that to you.
So Sarah didn't... That version of Sarah died, but Sarah's the emissary. Oh, good lord, this is complicated, isn't it? What do I need to do here? Return to the lodge. Can we just go do that real quick? Will it let me do that? Yeah, I think it will. Let me, well, maybe. Yeah, let's go to, return to the lodge. I cannot fast travel from that location. Of course I can't. That's fine. Does that mean I'm going to be attacked when I go outside? Because that's normally what it means when I can't fast travel. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about all this. It's a little bit weird, yeah? Don't you think? In the long run, for a game to take this approach, I don't know. It's interesting. Hey, I don't honestly know how I feel about this whole quest line right now.
I keep thinking they'll one day say it was all an elaborate practical joke.
You know, I don't know, Sam. It is definitely something different, but
hey,
let's talk with these guys.
I've been talking with the others, and I'd like to get everyone together. To say goodbye. You know.
Yeah, well, about that. I'll be there, Noelle, I promise.
Thank you. It wouldn't be the same without you there. I'll have everything set up in a few days.
Okay, no problem. Alright, so we gotta wait 5 UT days, okay? But for right now, I do need to talk to Vladimir.
Mateo told us about your pilgrim's voyage.
Yeah, it was interesting.
You found it, didn't you? The meaning of unity.
Yeah, Sarah's alive, a version of her from another universe.
What? It can't be.
Our colleague is alive in some alternate dimension? Am I hearing this right?
Yeah, you're hearing that right.
Hate to be the responsible one, but the big bombshell of what we're actually building here might need another second to sink in. Want to go over this whole multiple universe thing for everyone?
Yes, I wouldn't mind a little more detail.
Yeah, it's complicated. I met a version of Sarah. She told me the Unity creates the Starborn and they can cross universes.
Explains why the Starborn want the artifact so bad. Get them all and you've got
a gateway to infinity. Yep.
I don't even want to think about the physiological changes you'd need to travel between universes.
Plus what it would do to the mind? Enlightenment? Or oblivion? Like the Hunter.
You have the opportunity to reach the closest thing to your god that might exist. And you're second-guessing it?
One doesn't approach the afterlife without some trepidation.
Well, I suppose this is our mission, to go into the unknown.
You're right. We have to see the Unity for ourselves.
But I don't think all of us can reach the Unity.
Once everyone's head stops spinning from all of this, we can get back to work.
Not to make a sharp turn in a grand tale, but I got the eye fixed up. Bruised, but still blinking.
Cool.
Let me know when you're ready to follow up on what it's seen.
I will. Can I talk to you about that?
These last glimpses from the eye are from the farthest fringes of known space. Could be the only remaining pieces outside the hands of the Starborn.
Thank you, Vladimir. I'll follow up on these.
Catch a smile out there.
You need a ship with a grav jump range of a 21 LY to reach your destination. Grav jump range is influenced by the ship's grav drive, the ship's mass, and the astrodynamic skills. Great. Guess that's the game's subtle way of saying you need a better ship, or you need to upgrade your grav drive. That's fine. And I think I'm going to worry about that in between episodes. So for now, thank you all so very much for joining me today. A little bit conflicted on where this main quest storyline is going, but I'd like to ponder it in between episodes. So I've been Vault Girl. I hope you guys have enjoyed, and I hope I see you in the next one.